In today's compilation video, I'm gonna show you how to turn your Cold Blade double into Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. Even if you've already seen the videos, make sure you stick around to the end because I'm gonna answer a few of your questions and comments, and we'll even put Bill Cipher to the ultimate test. Halloween Mode 3.0 is in full effect, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you guys who I'll be making next. Just recently, I took Clarky to the mall, and we spent the entire day playing games.
Can I try one more time?
Winning plushies. Oh! Cool. Listening to the Beach Boys. And playing more games.
No! Why'd I do that? No, yeah.
Clarky started to get really thirsty, so we got some water.
Dad, why'd you make me do that?
He was also getting really hungry, so we got some food.
Mustard, pickle, bacon, seaweed, grape, original, cherry, green apple, popcorn. Oh yeah!
Finally, we went to the bookstore and bought the research materials I needed to make our next Halloween Warrior. And here it is, guys. Like and subscribe for part 2. Making a custom Akedo Bill Cipher part 2. For those of you that don't know, Bill Cipher is the main antagonist from a TV series named Gravity Falls. It's a Disney cartoon. He may not look it, but this Dorito-shaped demon is extremely dangerous. He's also two-dimensional. So it's not gonna matter what Akedo Warrior we start with. Any Shatter Striker will work. The first thing we need to do is remove our figure from the base plate. This is extremely difficult. I've been doing this for a long time, and even I broke one of the pegs off. But for this build, it's not gonna matter. You see how skinny Bill's legs are? We're gonna try to replicate that. Next, we'll cut off the arms using my trim shears. Now, I'm gonna sand this figure on both sides to try to get it as flat as possible without damaging any of the moving parts inside. We'll see how that goes in part 3. Don't miss it. Like and subscribe. I've been sanding both sides of this Cold Blade for a while now, and so far, 2 things have happened. First, his head popped off, and that's a good thing. But then holes started to appear in his body. That's not good. I think that's my cue to stop sanding. In order to form Bill's triangular shape, I'm gonna try a new technique. I'll still be using epoxy sculpt, but this time, I'm gonna roll the clay flat, let it harden for about an hour. Then I'll cut out a triangle in 3 segments. And I'm gonna make 2 sets of that. Next, I'll glue the bottom piece to the legs, the middle piece to the body, and the top piece to the neck. Now all I have to do is fill in the gaps. It's coming together, but I'm still not sure what I should do for the weapon. Eddie wants it to be his handshake. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like and subscribe for part 4. Making a custom Akedo Bill Cipher part 4. We successfully transformed Cold Blade into a triangle, and yes, it does Shatter Strike. Now, we need to figure out how we're going to attach Bill back to the base plate. As an indication of his immense power, I want it to appear like he's floating. To achieve that look, I thought it'd be a good idea to use this clear rod to suspend Bill in the air while his feet dangled below him. And after spending hours working on it, I realized that the rod was too big and bulky to pull off the illusion. With Bill having to be mounted so close to the ground, I figured having him in his floating pose, mounted directly to the plate, was the best I could do. And I think that looks pretty good. He looks like he's floating, and he's firmly attached to the base plate. What do you guys think? In part 5, we'll work on his arms. Don't miss it. Like and subscribe.
Reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold. Buy!
Today we're going to be making Bill Cipher's arms and finishing up the rest of the details, and hopefully by the end of the video we'll be ready to paint. These 16 gauge nails are the perfect size for Bill's limbs, and even though they're incredibly strong, they can be bent with a pair of pliers. I'll super glue both arms into the holes I drilled, and that should keep them from falling out. What do you guys think of that pose? To make Bill's top hat, I'll be using a straw along with some epoxy sculpt. The straw will help to keep the weight down while giving us that perfect cylindrical shape. And with the rest of the clay I mixed up, I'll make Bill's hands and eyeball. I'm gonna file in the bricks on Bill's lower triangle, and I'll sand some of his point off so we can glue the hat on. The eyelashes and bow tie are last, and with that done, we are now ready to paint. Don't miss part 6. Like and subscribe. Making a custom Akedo Bill Cipher part 6. We're close to the end. Real close. We just have a couple steps left to go, and one of them is painting. Bill Cipher has a pretty easy paint scheme, and I made it even easier by creating the individual details out of clay. Yellow, however, is a very hard color to paint, and the quickest way to get this done is with the airbrush. Now, I'll paint the black and white areas with a brush.
You can't even imagine what you just cost me! Do you have any idea what I'm like?
When I'm mad?
Finally gold for his base plate, and we are almost there. I just need to give his handshake a blue flame, and I'm thinking of using this marble to do it. You're not gonna wanna miss this finale. Like and subscribe. Making a custom Akedo Bill Cipher Part 7. In today's episode, we're gonna attempt to drill a hole into a glass marble. In order to do this, we're gonna need a special drill bit, a slow, steady stream of water, and we need to drill at a low speed with minimum pressure and in reverse. There's a lot of chipping, but that's okay. We can fix that. This is pretty cool. You can see Bill's hand in the marble, and I think we'll be able to make this blue flame look a lot more realistic with UV resin. Like and subscribe for part 8. Making a custom Akedo Bill Cipher part 8. Let's attach this marble to Bill's handshake and turn it into a blue flame using UV resin. This 1-part resin hardens within seconds with the help of UV light. It also dries clear like glass, making it the perfect material to seal Bill's hand into the marble. By adding and curing the resin, I can turn our broken marble back into a sphere. Then into a flame. That worked exactly as planned. What do you guys think of Bill Cipher? He's warrior number 3 in our Halloween 3.0 series. And yes, I do realize we're really behind schedule, but I promise we'll finish Halloween mode no matter what. Up next is Michael Myers. Don't miss it. Like and subscribe. And that is how you make a custom Bill Cipher Akedo Warrior. Now, I'd like to respond to some of your questions and comments because these are all thoughts that I've had as well. Like this comment that says the gold base plate does not make sense. And I totally agree. I originally wanted the base plate to be a gold coin with a Bill Cipher Zodiac on it, but I didn't have time to finish it, so let's do it now. For this, I'll be using water slide decal paper, and I've already printed out 3 pairs of slightly different sized wheels. The next step is to spray on a light coat of polyurethane, and after it dries, apply another coat perpendicular to your first coat. This is gonna look so good. Let's cut one out and slip it on. What do you think of that? It still might not make too much sense because the Zodiac was used in efforts to destroy Bill Cipher, but it looks good. Won't the eyebrow break off when he split strikes? This is a good question because I don't think I showed exactly how I glued the eyebrows on, but I only glued them to one side of the figure, so he is able to split without the eyebrows breaking. But don't take my word for it. Let's find the most Stanley Pines looking warrior we have and put the eyebrows to the test.
Grunkle Stan?
Grunkle Stan?
His marble makes him so heavy and off balance that he no longer ejects like he's supposed to, but the eyebrows are still intact. Isn't the arm gonna break when you fight with it because it looks very unstable? That's always a possibility and a fear of mine, especially when there's so much customization involved, but the only way to find out is to throw a few punches. No breakage. He's still good and ready for the Halloween tournament, which unfortunately will be running a bit late. The last comment says, "What? I'll give you 500 if you give me that?"
Show me the money! Show me the money!
Thank you everyone so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.